$8 billion vanished in 72 hours. The man responsible was playing video games in his underwear. Sam Bankman-Fried ran the third largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world. FTX processed $5 billion in trades every single day. Venture capitalists valued his company at $2 billion. Tom Brady was an investor. Gisele Bündchen was a brand ambassador. The company bought naming rights to the Miami Heat Arena for $35 million. On November 8, 2022, customers tried to withdraw their money. The money wasn't there. It had never been there. What happened next exposed the biggest fraud in cryptocurrency history. Sam looked like a disheveled college student. He lived in a $0 million penthouse in the Bahamas with 10 roommates. He slept on a beanbag chair in his office. He drove a beat-up Toyota Corolla. He told everyone he'd give away his entire fortune to charity. The world believed him. They were catastrophically wrong. Sam Bankman-Fried graduated from MIT in 2014. He worked at Jane Street Capital, a proprietary trading firm in New York. He was good at math. Really good. In 2017, he discovered a price gap in Bitcoin. Korean exchanges sold Bitcoin for $2,000. American exchanges sold it for $1,000. He bought low, sold high, made millions. This is called arbitrage. In 2017, he founded Alameda Research with Tara McAuley and several others. Alameda was a cryptocurrency trading firm. They made $0 million in profit the first year. But Sam wanted more. In 2019, he launched FTX. It was a crypto exchange where people could buy and sell digital currencies. Think of it like E-Trade, but for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Sam positioned himself as the anti-crypto bro. While other CEOs wore Rolexes and bought Lamborghinis, Sam wore cargo shorts and New Balance sneakers. He lived simply. He pledged to follow effective altruism, a philosophy about maximizing charitable impact. He promised to donate 99% of his wealth. Reporters loved him. Investors loved him. Politicians loved him. He donated $0 million to political campaigns in the 2022 election cycle alone. He testified before Congress about crypto regulation. By early 2022, FTX had 1 million users. Sam's net worth hit $6 billion. Forbes put him on magazine covers. He was 30 years old. But nobody knew what was happening behind the scenes. Here's what nobody understood about FTX and Alameda Research. They were supposed to be separate companies. FTX was the exchange. Alameda was the trading firm. But Sam controlled both. And he built a secret backdoor. FTX's code had a special exemption. Alameda Research could borrow unlimited customer funds from FTX. No margin calls. No liquidation. Unlimited access to billions of dollars that belonged to FTX users. Sam took billion from customer accounts. He sent it to Alameda Research. Alameda used that money to make risky bets on crypto tokens. When those bets failed, they needed more money. So Sam took more from FTX customers. Caroline Ellison ran Alameda Research. She was Sam's on and off girlfriend. She knew about the fraud. So did Gary Wang, FTX's co-founder and chief technology officer. So did Nishad Singh, director of engineering. They all lived together in that $0 million Bahamas penthouse. 10 roommates running a criminal conspiracy. In November 2022, a reporter named Ian Allison published an article. He'd seen Alameda Research's balance sheet. It showed $4.6 billion in assets. But billion of those assets were FTX's own cryptocurrency token, FTT. Imagine if a bank's main asset was shares of the bank itself. The whole thing was circular. Fake. Alameda was broke. Which meant FTX was broke. But here's what made it catastrophic. Changpeng Zhao ran Binance, the world's largest crypto exchange and FTX's biggest competitor. CZ, as everyone called him, read Ian's article. On November 6, he tweeted that Binance would sell all its FTT tokens. $529 million worth. The price of FTT collapsed. Customers panicked. They tried to withdraw their funds from FTX. $6 billion in withdrawal requests flooded in within 3 days. Sam didn't have the money. It was gone. On November 11, 2022, FTX filed for bankruptcy. Sam resigned as CEO. 1 million customers lost access to their money. The total shortfall was billion. But the fraud went even deeper than anyone imagined. Prosecutors from the Southern District of New York charged Sam with 8 criminal counts. Wire fraud. Securities fraud. Money laundering. Campaign finance violations. The evidence was staggering. Sam had used customer money to buy a $00 million real estate portfolio in the Bahamas. He spent $56 million on luxury properties. He made illegal political donations using straw donors to hide the true source of the money. He paid celebrities like Tom Brady, Steph Curry, and Kevin O'Leary millions to promote FTX. None of them knew it was a fraud. Caroline Ellison flipped. She pleaded guilty and agreed to cooperate. So did Gary Wang and Nishad Singh. At trial in October 2023, Caroline testified against Sam. She told the jury that Sam directed her to commit fraud. He told her to use FTX customer deposits to repay Alameda's lenders. She showed the jury spreadsheets proving the scheme. Sam took the stand in his own defense. It was a disaster. He claimed he didn't know what was happening at Alameda. He said he didn't realize customer funds were being misused. He blamed Caroline. He blamed his lawyers. The jury didn't believe him. On November 2, 2023, after just 4 hours of deliberation, they found him guilty on all 7 counts. The maximum sentence was 110 years. On March 28, 2024, Judge Lewis Kaplan sentenced Sam Bankman-Fried to 25 years in federal prison. In his sentencing remarks, Judge Kaplan said Sam had lied during his testimony. He called Sam's crimes one of the largest financial frauds in American history. Sam showed no remorse. Even in court, he claimed he'd been trying to help people. The FTX collapse wiped out billions in customer funds. Retirees lost their life savings. Charities lost donations. Regular people lost everything. The effective altruism philosophy Sam claimed to follow became a punchline. His promise to give billions to charity was a lie built on stolen money. The crypto industry still hasn't recovered. Trust evaporated. Regulations tightened. But here's what's terrifying. Sam almost got away with it. If CZ hadn't tweeted, if that reporter hadn't published, FTX might still be operating today. The fraud could have grown to 0 billion, more. The warning signs were always there. An exchange with no real oversight. A CEO who lived with his executives. A company based in the Bahamas to avoid US regulation. A token that only had value because the company said it did. Everyone ignored the red flags because Sam seemed different. Because he wore ugly shorts and said the right things about charity. Because celebrities vouched for him. Because he was good at math. Appearance isn't reality. Credentials aren't character. And when someone promises you impossible returns, they're probably stealing your money. If stories like this one grip you, hit subscribe. We investigate one dark truth every week. And if you think FTX was bad, wait until you hear about Theranos blood testing scandal that fooled the Pentagon. Subscribe for a new dark truth every day.